All right, so we got this question from Blake. Blake asked, hey man, I'm brushing twice a day, I'm flossing pretty regularly, but my gums are still bleeding. Why is that? I'm gonna steal this question from a hygiene crew and I wanna answer this. The most common reason that we have bleeding around the teeth is inflammation, right? So inflammation is the body's reaction to something that it's frustrated at. In the same sense, if you get a splinter in your arm, it gets red, kind of gets puffy, your body's sending more blood flow to that region to try to bring in all the good fighting cells that your body has within it to try to fight off whatever it doesn't like. In this case, most of the time it's plaque and the toxins of the bacteria that's irritating the gums. So the majority of the time when we have bleeding, it's actually because there's something there that's festering the gums and they're trying to fight back. So what do you do about that? Well, you can often brush more often. That's my most common answer. Well, brushing twice a day, brush 3 times a day, brush 4 times a day. Because majority of the time, brushing softly and you're being aggressive enough without traumatizing the tissue, you'll reduce whatever plaque or whatever irritation is there until it starts to go back to normal. Generally, that only takes 2 or 3 days and you shouldn't see bleeding any longer. If it's happening between the teeth, there might be some things that are stuck in there, not necessarily food or particles, but your plaque or the bacteria might be hardened so much by the calcium in your saliva that it's now stuck in there permanently until someone like Lisa or Candace actually gets that and scrapes that stuff out so that your body can go back to healing, the bleeding can go away. So if you can't brush away the bleeding, then generally you're gonna need some professional help to make sure it's all cleaned out properly. And in doing so, in 2 or 3 days post that procedure, it's generally gonna go right back to normal where you won't see any further bleeding. So brushing 2 times a day, flossing once in the evening has been my regime for a long time, and I typically try and stop in the middle right after lunch and brush as well. So I'm about a three-day kind of guy, except for the weekends, I'll be honest, I only brush twice. But that being said, if you'll follow that regime, brush at lunch, just get all the stuff out of there, and you're doing it constantly, but you're still having bleeding, you're gonna need professional help to make sure that anything that's stuck and hardened around the teeth that's causing that problem gets cleaned up too. Otherwise, you're never gonna see that inflammation reduce, you'll never see the bleeding go away, and you're just gonna have this endless cycle of irritation and other problems that come along with that. I hope that answers the question. Brush more often, or see the professionals that can help you out with that.